Hello mountain bike fans and welcome to USA Cycling's Pro XCT Tour. This is our first race as part of the US Cup and it is taking place at Frank G. Bonelli Park in San Dimas, California. Full slate of junior UCI races and then our open pro UCI races took place this past Saturday. In the junior races, quickly taking the win for the men's was Carter Woods from British Columbia, and then coming in with her teammate in tow a couple minutes later was Sophie Hebby Pedersen taking the win for the junior UCI women's at Bonelli Park. We're going to go straight into the women's race where we have a star-studded pack of women taking off along with your world champion Kate Courtney coming around this first turn, and it's going to be Haley Smith and Chloe Woodruff looking like they get the early jump on the field, doing a quick short opening start loop here before they get into the course proper, and it is Haley Smith from the Norco team taking the lead with Erin Huck on her wheel, Kate Courtney in third place, and then Chloe Woodruff in fourth. It didn't take long for Courtney to assert herself. Here she is coming past feed number 2 up this steep incline and onto the ridge line with about 5-second lead, 10-second lead over Erin Huck, who is in pursuit. Behind Huck, we have a group of 3 led by Chloe Woodruff. Haley Batten is there as well, along with Daniela Campuzano. Down at the bottom of the track, Courtney still in the lead. And now there's a group of 3 that's chasing her. Woodruff is taking this big pull as she works her way towards the top of that climb. Also Erin Huck with her, as well as Haley Batten. And on the descent, we can see that Erin Huck has made contact with the leader, and now is Courtney and Huck out in front of this race. They are being chased by a couple solo riders. That pack has broken up some. We got Haley Batten leading the way in third place down the descent. Not much farther behind her is a group of riders led by Chloe Woodruff. Woodruff making her way down the descent. She's going to try to get on to the wheel of Batten and work their way back up to Huck and Courtney, but also coming through here and with a strong ride, Alexis Scarda. That's Leah Davison there, and Daniela Campuzano who has dropped down to the back of that pack. Along this little technical sections with these rock walls up and over for Kate Courtney, no problem as she makes her way up through this little lollipop section and chicanes of the Bonelli course, looking strong out front for Courtney, but Erin Huck is still right there in second place, making her way around these technical areas on the climb, still looking to reel in the world champ out front. In third place now alone is Chloe Woodruff. She is going to be trying to track down Erin Huck. Maybe they can get together, maybe they can work and get back up to the world champions group. We got Leah Davison now moving into fourth place, Haley Batten right on her wheel, and here it is. No surprise there, taking her first win in the rainbow jersey. That's your winner, Kate Courtney from the Scott-Sram team. Coming in second place, great ride, Construction Zone Racing, Erin Huck taking it, and a little bit of a sprint, but it's Chloe Woodruff over a fast-charging Leah Davison. Woodruff getting third, Davison fourth. Campuzano hangs on for fifth place. That is first 4 racers coming in are American riders. Great showing for the U.S. and in 6th place following it up, Haley Batten from the Cliff Pro team, also a U.S. rider. Great showing here. Great way to start off the season. Let's take a second and check in with our top 3.
Hi, I'm Kate Courtney. I'm a professional mountain bike racer for the Scott-Sram racing team, and I'm here in Bonelli Park after taking my first win in the rainbow jersey. Yeah, the first race always has some pressure on it, a little bit of uncertainty, and especially racing in this thing, it's a new experience for me. I actually had a little bit of a back injury the last couple of weeks and was off the bike, kind of not able to push hard for a few weeks, so was hoping to just come in here rested, try to take the pressure off, and just have fun racing my bike, and it worked out really well. So I'm super excited to start the season with the win and feeling good and not having any back issues.
All right, I'm Erin Huck. I race mountain bikes for Team USA as well as Construction Zone Scott. It's a little shock to the system. I've been doing some longer races. I stepped into a road race earlier this year, but there's nothing quite like mountain bike racing at this level. Well, to be honest, like when they called her up to the start and said world champion, I got goosebumps because I just think it's so freaking cool that the world champion is from the US and Kate is an awesome rider. So, but after that, when the gun goes off, it's kind of, you know, we're all just out there trying to do our best. So.
I'm Chloe Woodruff. I race for the Stance Pivot Pro team presented by Maxxis. We're out here at Bonelli. This is like the first kind of big test of the season. So I finished third today. The really exciting thing is the US ladies went 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So that was a pretty awesome showing. You know, I wanted to come in today and just really just ride a solid race. In my mind, I kind of think of like, okay, first 5 laps are practice for the last lap. And I wanted to be in the mix on lap 1. Kate just went off the front, really from the first downhill. I was a few riders back, and actually I tried bridging up towards the end of that lap and suffered from that effort a bit. Erin then on the second lap went for it, and we kind of were just like riding 1, 2, 3. Haley was up there too. I was chasing Haley for a while, Haley Batten. Yeah, and then Leah came up from behind, and the two of us got to ride together in the last 2 laps, which was incredibly motivating, and it's great to have Leah back riding well. So yeah, I put together a solid last lap. Like, everything clicked. I'm on the hardtail this week on the bigger wheels, and I'm running a 235 Maxxis tire, which was pretty fun out there today. So yeah.
Back to the action, and this is your UCI Men's Elite race. A mad dash at the start. We got about 100 in this field, all rushing their ways towards the finish line. This is a little prologue section, and then they're going to do this start loop similar to what we saw with the women, and it's Keegan Swenson here out front leading this long line of racers as they make it back around to the start grid where we just saw them, and we'll head out onto the course proper. Once we catch up with them at our little obstacle sections, nice little move there by Peter Disera, who's moved his way into the front. Chris Blevins is on his wheel. We got Leandro Bouchard is in 3rd place, and the rest of our field. Disera, as they come towards this steep climb after these quick chicanes, continues to lead, looking strong. Blevins on his wheel, Bouchard right there as well. When we get to feed 2, we've had a little bit of a shakeout. This is Jose Gerardo Ulloa, who's now leading the race. Blevins trying to stick on his wheel, but he's got his work cut out for him with the climber. As we swing back down, we see Disera now in 3rd place on his own, chasing that leading pair. A little farther back from him, and Leandro Bouchard also looking good, fully unzipped. Hot day in San Dimas on Saturday as these racers are just in the first couple laps of this race. Looking down from up above, we see our top 2 still added. Blevins on the wheel. Ulloa's looking strong. He's just waiting for those climbs on the back section of the course. That's where he's able to put in his damage. We have Bouchard there as well with Disera chasing. Next time around, Blevins has dropped back down, and we see Disera here. Our leader's already gone. That's Ulloa. He wasn't even in the picture, too far ahead to catch him. Disera now with the mad dash. A little bit of a chase group behind. It looks like Bouchard is leading the way. And we got Luke Rauenvelder also in that pack. He's worked his way up. Blevins is there. And also there is Raphael Gagne coming up just behind that group, as that chase group is now together. Group of 4, all of those riders looking for that podium. But they are not going to catch this man. He's already worked his way up until about a 40-second lead. Ulloa on the lead. Disera, though, isn't finished. He's still got a couple laps left. Still going to try to make up the ground and look for the win, but he's looking strong, all alone in 2nd place. And it is a really long way back until we get to our chasing pack. This is the group that's looking for 3rd place. We got Rauenvelder, Blevins, Bouchard, and Gagne. as Luke makes a little move up this hill with all four of them sticking pretty tight onto his wheel. It's going to be a good battle between those four as this race keeps going. Also in the race for you cyclocross fans, Tobin Ortenblad making his mountain bike debut for him, and we actually got a little camera action on Ortenblad. He had a GoPro on so we can see a little bit of the chaos that went on in the beginning of this race. This is just going back to that prologue lap. Here are a couple of the descents from the front end of Ortenblad's bike that we get to see up on this ridge line. Really fun course here at Bonelli. It was super fast all day long, and you really get to see what kind of speeds these riders were looking at when you're in the middle of the action. Getting back to our race action, and it really wasn't a surprise from about halfway through this race. This is your winner, Jose Yola Arevalo. In second place, Peter Disera coming through. Great result for Disera. Making his way into third place is Gagne with Leandre Bouchard right behind him. And oh, the disappointment from Chris Blevins. He was looking good in that sprint, looking for that third spot. Broken chain in the last turn of the race puts him back down into fifth place for the day.
My name is Gerardo Ulloa. The team is AR Pro Cycling Teams.
¿Qué pasó en la carrera hoy?
Pues bueno, fue una carrera bastante dura, en la cual teníamos que crear una estrategia la cual nos permitiera ir cómodos a mitad de carrera y al final poder cerrar fuerte.
Okay. In the first time, the beginning of the race is only Luke, the other riders, and this moment with he thinks that it's possible to open the gap in the race. He thinks that is in this moment we need the full gas, and in this moment he opened the gap and only beginning to I don't know, it's management the race.
Yep.
And in this moment it's okay, it's only control and irritation, traction, and it's all.
I'm Peter Disera. I race for the Norco factory team. I'm the current Canadian national champion. Yeah, no, it was an interesting shakedown. I historically haven't had very good races here at Bonelli just because it's early season. I've been in school trying to finish up my engineering degree. So yeah, I graduated in December, so this is my first kind of training start to January 1st type full focus season. So that was kind of fun to come in a little bit more prepared than I usually do. But yeah, I had a good start. I was lucky with some racing we did in Greece in February to increase my UCI points. So I had that front row start, and then kind of played with it. Didn't do anything too aggressive until a couple laps in, and then yeah, the gentleman that won sent a heater on that first climb on the, I think it was second or third lap, and it was definitely hard to respond to. He put a couple seconds into us. Blevins went as well, and then Leandre Bouchard and I was chasing hard and ended up dropping Dre. So it was from that point I was like, oh, I'm a little bit alone now, like a little bit of no man's land. Let's see if I can bridge to the leaders. And I got close again, but only caught Blevins, and then still sort of that one man out front trying to chase all day. And no, I was having a good day. I was trying to conserve and just be smart. It was hot out. Tried to drink where I could and like make sure I didn't have any sort of late race fades that could be prevented. So no, super cool feeling. I have always sort of idolized the guys that are able to do well at these races, like the California World Championships kind of. And it was kind of cool to finally have the chance to like be in that mix and get a podium at a US Cup, so that was cool.
Raphael Gagne from Quebec, Canada. No team status right now, but working on it. Hopefully something comes out. I think I catched like a small cold from the plane, so I took a really conservative approach. I couldn't start fast anyway. I felt like a bit diesel. Been doing a little bit of altitude lately, so I think that might have played into those feelings. And then I was in the chase group for the top 3, and I got the better of the group in the last lap with a strong attack, but it came up to a sprint, and of course we saw Chris snap his chain in the sprint. I guess that was a good challenge for him in the sprint, and he snapped his chain. That's just part of racing, and it always comes back to you or back and forth. So.
I'm Christopher Blevins. I race for Factory Specialized from Durango, Colorado. I was frustrated, for a number of reasons. First, I don't think I paced myself very well. Didn't really have the legs. I think I'm reminding myself it's March still, and there's a long season ahead, so I got time to get that jump in the legs back. And then I was frustrated when I dropped the chain at the end. Or I broke the chain. And yeah, I didn't have to run that far. I had kind of like hopped off, like when you jump on a treadmill, it's already moving. So I made it through the finish line, but lost a couple places there. So that's never, a fun way to end the day. But I absolutely love this short track. I think it's a really good one for me. Just combines like the, the punchy BMX sprints that I grew up with, and then also like some road racing tactics. So I ended it with a sprint with a clean chain, and got the win today. So.
And there it is, your action from the cross-country races at Bonelli Park. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. This is Bill Scheiken for USA Cycling. Check in next week for our next update from the Pro XCT Tour.